It is 1720. You are standing on a dock in Nassau, the Bahamas. The air smells like salt water, rotting fish, and tar. Your ship sits at the end of the dock. She is 80 feet long, carries 14 cannons, and a crew of 60 men who would follow you to the edge of the world, or over it.
You didn't start here. 3 years ago, you were a merchant sailor, making 12 pounds a year, delivering sugar for a man who never learned your name. You worked harder than any man on that ship. You were paid less than any man on that ship. And when you asked for what you were owed, you were flogged in front of the crew. 12 lashes for asking to be paid.
2 weeks later, you took the ship. You and 7 other men in the dark of night. The merchant captain went over the side in a lifeboat with enough food to reach shore. You kept everything else. That was 3 years ago. You have never looked back.
Your crew is not what people imagine when they think of pirates. They are former slaves, escaped indentured servants, cast-off sailors and soldiers who were promised everything and given nothing.
On this ship, every man has an equal vote. Every man gets an equal share of whatever you take. Your quartermaster runs the ship when you are not on deck. He's the only man on board with more authority than you, and even that authority came from a vote.
The flag goes up. Every ship that sees it knows what it means. You are not a navy. You are not a merchant. You answer to no king, no company, no law.
Nassau disappears behind you. Ahead is the Atlantic shipping lane, the busiest, richest stretch of water in the world. Spanish treasure fleets, British merchant convoys, Dutch trading ships loaded with spices, silk, and silver.
3 days at sea. The reality of piracy is mostly this: waiting, watching the horizon, eating salt pork and hardtack so dry it splinters your teeth. The food is terrible. The water in the barrels starts to taste like the wood after a week. Men get sick. Sometimes men die of fever before they ever see a ship worth taking. On the second night, a storm finds you. Not a hurricane, just a regular Caribbean squall. But on an 80-foot wooden ship in black water with no land in sight, a regular squall feels like the end of the world. You lash yourself to the mast and spend 6 hours screaming orders into wind that swallows every word. 2 men go overboard. You do not stop to look for them. There is no stopping in a storm at sea. You survive it. Your ship survives it. In the morning, the sky is blue and the sea is flat, and the sun comes up like nothing happened. You count your crew. 58 now. You write their names in the log. That is their memorial. There is no ceremony at sea.
On the 4th day, the lookout sees it. A merchant brig, British flagged, moving slowly. She's heavy with cargo, sitting low in the water. Exactly what you came for. The word moves through the ship in seconds. Every man knows what to do without being told. This is what they came for. You give the order to close the distance. Full sail, every inch of canvas out. For 20 minutes, there is nothing but the sound of the hull cutting water and the creak of the mast under full sail. Then the lookout on the merchant ship sees you. They see the flag. They know what it means, and they start running. They cannot outrun you. Your ship is faster, lighter, and you have done this before. You have them within cannon range in under an hour. You fire a single warning shot across their bow. This is the offer. Surrender now, nobody gets hurt. You keep your lives. Most ships surrender at this point. Most captains are businessmen. The cargo is insured, their lives are not. This one hesitates.
For 30 seconds, he considers fighting. Then he looks at his crew, merchants, clerks, men who signed up to carry sugar, not die for it. And he makes the only sensible choice. The white flag goes up. You pull alongside. Your crew boards fast. 30 men over the rail in under a minute. They have done this enough times that it looks almost graceful.
The merchant crew is moved to the stern. They are not touched. You have a rule. Surrender means safety. It is the only way the warning shot works. You go below yourself. You always go below yourself. Sugar, tobacco, bolts of cloth.
And there, beneath a false bottom that only someone who knew to look would find, the silver. 12 ingots, each one 8 pounds, each one worth more than your crew sees in a year of honest work.
You were right. You were always right about the intel. That is why they follow you. It takes 2 hours to transfer everything worth taking. You cut them loose. You leave them their ship, their food, their charts, and their lives. You do not look back.
That night, the crew celebrates. They have earned it. The shares are divided according to the articles. You take 2 shares as captain. Every other man takes 1. No exceptions, no special treatment. For some of these men, this is more money than they have ever held in their lives. For some, it is the first time they have ever been paid what they were actually worth.
You watch them and you feel something you cannot name. Not quite happiness. Something older than that. Something that lives in the chest and makes it hard to breathe.
The morning after, the lookout spots a sail on the horizon. Not a merchant.
The shape is wrong. The size is wrong. The speed is wrong. It is a British naval frigate. 32 guns, 3 times the firepower you carry, and it is moving directly toward you.
Someone talked. The merchant captain got word to the Navy before you were 3 miles clear. Or someone in Nassau sold you before you even left.
You run. There is no shame in it. You carry 60 men's lives and last night's silver. A fight with a 32-gun frigate is not bravery, it is arithmetic. And the arithmetic says, run.
For 4 hours, the frigate chases you across open water. They are bigger. You are faster. Those 4 hours feel like 4 years.
You know these waters better than any naval officer trained in Portsmouth. You find a cove between 2 islands, shallow enough that the frigate cannot follow, dark enough that from the open sea you disappear.
You watch the frigate pass 40 yards from the mouth of your cove. The Navy commander sweeps his telescope across the trees, looks directly at where you are hidden, keeps moving. Nobody on your ship breathes for 3 full minutes. Then it is gone. You wait another hour before you move. You always wait another hour.
That night, you sit alone on the quarterdeck. The crew is below, the silver is in the hold, the Navy is gone. You think about the 2 men who went overboard in the storm. You think about the merchant captain's face as you cut him loose. You think about how Nassau is no longer safe. Someone talked, and you will never know who.
The 2 men who went over in the storm had names. One had a wife in Barbados. The other had a brother in Virginia he was going to find when he had enough money. They had plans. Everyone on your ship has plans.
The truth about being a pirate captain in 1720 is this. You are free in a way almost no one in this world is free. You answer to no king. You take orders from no company. The color of your skin does not determine your rank on this ship. You built something from nothing, and it works. But the cost is also this. Nowhere is permanent. No port is safe for long. Every ship you take makes the Navy more determined to find you. Every man you pay is one bounty hunter away from being tempted. There is a price on your head. There has been for 2 years. It goes up every time you take a ship. You know how this story ends for most people who live it. You have seen it. Blackbeard dead in the water off North Carolina. Calico Jack hanged in Port Royal. Bartholomew Roberts shot through the throat on the deck of his own ship. The men who ended them were not braver. They were just luckier, or better funded, or both.
In the morning, you sail. Not back to Nassau,
it is no longer safe. You have heard there is a settlement on the coast of Hispaniola where they do not ask questions.
You have the silver. You have 58 men who are alive and paid and still willing to follow you. That is more than most pirate captains can say.
You are not a hero. You are not a villain. You are a man who was handed a specific and terrible set of choices and found a way to build something that was entirely his own in a world that had decided he was worth nothing. Whether you make it to Hispaniola or whether the Navy finds you first, you are free right now, in this moment, on this water. That is the one thing nobody can take back from you. Not yet.
In 1720, the golden age of piracy was already ending. The British Navy had decided the Caribbean belonged to them and spent the next decade hunting every captain who disagreed. Most were caught. Most were hanged. Some were never found. A few, a very small number, disappeared entirely into the islands and were never heard from again. Nobody knows which of those endings is the better one.